Hello friend, and welcome back to the new session. And in this particular session we are going to discuss about the Azure VM troubleshooting. So I will tell you the 6 key steps that you need to follow whenever you stuck with your VM troubleshooting. So for this particular lesson, we are going to considering that, or assuming that we have the virtual machine and some application running on this particular virtual machine, and somehow we are not able to connect to the VM. Even our application is not responding on the what are the port, or what are the things or URL that we have configured for this particular VM. So what are these options that we have to troubleshoot this kind of issue? So like as I said, we have the 6 options, and these are these 6 options that we need to follow. First of all, we need to find out that our VM is running or not. Somehow some might be patches get updated on this particular VM, so might be it got restarted or it will not come up. Then that's the option where we can find out that if it is running, then well and good, we can move on to the second option that are there for the our troubleshooting steps. And that option is that what is my configuration for network interface card that is attached to that particular VM. So we need to find out that whatever the configuration that is there for the NIC card, that should be appropriate. Consider that your first and second step is correct. Now what next, where you can look out for the troubleshooting. So in that case, we have to look into the appropriate option for the traffic coming for that particular VM through the network security group, NSG. So we can touch over there and we can find out the inbound and outbound rules that are available on the VM. Is that appropriate or not? If inbound and outbound rule is properly configured, then we have to test it out, some run command from the Azure portal. So Azure have provided the very good option for us to if we are not able to connect to the putty and other things, and if we need to run some command to find out that what is the status of the VM, or what are the command running on that particular VM that are responsive or not. So we can explore that option also. And if you are getting response over there, so we can try to find out the next option, the 5th one, serial console. We can try to access the VM through the serial console, and we can find out the overall options and configuration that we configured in the VM. So these are the options. I'm not going to show you some configuration. I can tell you how you can connect to the serial console from the Azure portal, and what are the benefits that you will get and leverage using the serial console. And the third one, the 6th one is redeploy the VM. Consider that everything working fine, but anyhow you are not able to connect. Sometime it will happen, so that if you use this redeploy, what exactly it will do, it will redeploy, it will restart your VM on the another node within a Azure infrastructure, so that it can reconfigure all your login related details through the booting up from the next or any VM that node available on this particular configuration, so that your system will be run from there and you may be able to connect to that particular VM. So let's go on the portal and we can explore all these options one by one. So this is what the VM where we are performing our demo. And first steps is that I need to find it out that I am able to connect or not. So I'm pretty sure that I am not able to connect, but let me show you while I'm doing the putty connection to this particular IP address. So let me copy this IP address and I will open the putty. So let me put down the IP address of our VM and try to open the connection, SSH connection. And if you see here, currently I am not able to connect to this particular VM. And you may get this kind of error saying that network error, connection timeout. So simply it's saying that something is wrong with your network, right? So in that case, what option do you have? We have to find out our second option. We need to find out and cross check the configuration of our VM's NIC card. Okay, so let's again let me close it out, the putty session, and let's explore that option also. So you have to click on the networking part here in a setting. So you will get the network interface card. So this is what the network interface card that is connected to the this particular VM. So let's click on this so that it will open the configuration of this particular network interface card. So in a setting, you can see the first option, IP configuration. If you see here, whatever the IP configured on this particular VNet, NIC card, that will be show up here. If you see here, the private IP is assigned, and even the public IP also assigned to this particular NIC card. And I can see that this IP address configuration is good for me, and even I don't want to forward this IP to somewhere else. So this is also disabled. So I'm okay with this particular option. But thing is that I am not able to connect to the putty session, right? So what we have discussed, like our third option is that we need to find out our network security configuration for this particular NIC card. So if you click on the network security group, so this is what the network security group is attached to this particular network. Okay, so let's move into our VM. And if you see here on the networking tab also, you will get all these details. Like here you can find out your NIC, and the next option is your network security group, and you will find out that inbound connection and outbound connection also rule that configure for your VM. So inbound, like we are trying to connect to this VM, so that means we should have the inbound connection where we are going to connect, right? And for the putty connection, we should have the port 22 should be allow for inbound connection, but I'm not able to find out that connection here. So in that case, what we need to do, that we need to create the inbound rule so that we can connect to the VM, right? So here you will get option to add the inbound port rule. Just click here, and you have to specify here, you have to which service you want to enable here. So I just click SSH, and it by default take the port number action should be allow, not deny, because we need to connect here. We have to specify the priority here, and you can make this share, give the name for that particular rule. So I am just saying that SSH allow. Let me you like this. Okay, and if you want to put down some description, so that will be fine, you can just add it. That's it. And once we add it, and then we can try to connect using the putty. Okay, now my inbound rule is configured correctly. Let me open the putty one more time, and we can try to connect to the putty. Okay, so this is what the IP address that we need to be follow. So this is what the IP, and I am going to click on the open. So if you click here, this time you might be get this prompt for login, right? So first step is solved. Consider that you earlier you was not able to connect, but after adding the NSG you are able to connect. But we will not stop here. Consider that you are able to log in and everything, but somehow it's stuck somewhere. Like you put down your credential, but it will not go and prompt you where you can type the command. So keeping that assumption, let me close it. So what the next option? So we have the next option is run command, as I discussed. Okay, so when we are on the our virtual machine, and if you scroll it down for little bit down, so you will get option here, run command. So here you have to click the run shell script. Once you click here, and here you just need to type out whatever the command that you need to run. Like, consider that you have some application running, you can check the status of that particular service using here. But for our case, I am not going to do anything bigger. I just run the command ps, and I will click on the run. So whatever the output for this that particular command, that will be show up here. Okay, so that you will get idea about that what the response of particular VM, and is it really stuck or something other things happening with the VM, that's why your application is not up and running. So you can see like this, you will get the command output here, and you can find out that what will be the status of your service. Okay, so this is the one pretty cool option in the Azure portal, where you everyone will get confident on the next troubleshooting steps. Okay, we consider that we didn't get this response also. Okay, then what next? So in that case, we have another option, so that if you scroll it down on the same portal for a little bit down, so you will get option for service console. So this service console is nothing but the direct access to your box where your system is running. Earlier in the, if you are aware about the on-premises thing, might be that time we supposed to get the ILO card or the management card, we can say that attached to the VM or sorry, our physical machine, and we can configure some IP for that particular management card, and we can connect to see this kind of details on that particular VM, what exactly running on the VM, sitting on our own system rather than visiting to the data center. So if you click here, you can see that this option is up and running, and we are able to connect to the VM. But once you put down here credential for this particular VM, and you think you feel that you will not get any response. Okay, means I'm just assuming that this option also fail. I'm able to log in here, but assume that this option is not working at all for us. Then what next option do we have? So in that case, we have the last option where we can resolve this kind of issue while we need to redeploy that particular VM. If you redeploy this VM, so what exactly it will do? Consider that in Azure there are multiple nodes. Those are available there to run the virtual machine. Okay, so it will stop that particular VM on the node where it is running, and it will boot that VM on the another available node in the same you can say rack, or maybe there some configuration or architecture behind the Azure node that those are supplying the VM. So it will run on the another node. Once it will be start, so you may be able to connect to that particular VM. So guys, these are the options, 6 options that we have, where we can leverage this all option to troubleshoot whatever the issue that we are facing with the VM. And I hope you will get a more experience, and according to your particular log or the error that you are facing, you can troubleshoot it's on your own after watching this particular video. So thank you for being with me. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you so much. Bye bye.